I pour so much love into this. It's like my passion. I am baking. It's not a problem for me to get up at 3 a.m. to bake. It feels so natural. It feels like it's just my mission. That's what I'm supposed to do, and I love it so much. So, well, my customers usually tell me that this is the best bread they've ever had, which is very nice and amazing to hear. I think they can feel that, you know. I think that's what makes a difference. In 2020, I was working part-time as a pastry chef. Then I was working part-time as a cook in a French pastry shop in Scottsdale, Arizona. With COVID, the restaurant closed down for a while and let me go. So Jenna took me full-time, and I was working 4 days a week, and 2 days I was baking bread from home for my old customers. Everybody was craving bread. Everybody was happy to have bread delivered to their house every day or once a week. And yeah, it all started like this, out of my home. And I decided this is what I want to do full time. I just started building new things, new recipes, and I don't know, I just got into it. And when we moved, I told my husband I need a house where there is a portion of the house that I can use as a bakery, and that's what we did. We found that house, we moved in, and I had already a bakery, so that was amazing. Every day is a little different, but usually I get up at 3 in the morning and I start my day with mixing some dough, and I start my day with putting some bread in the oven, and then I take care of sweets. I usually have some croissants that need to get baked, that proved overnight. I have to prep some sweets, the rolls, whatever flavor I have for the day. When I bake, see, it's every day it's different. Mondays, Tuesday, only preparation, and then I bake for HG Hill. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday I also bake for the Yorkshire Deli. So these days are a little more challenging on timing and organization. But yes, I mix, I bake, I prep, I bake again. That's about it. And then I go deliver, of course. When I come back, I have to prep the day after. So that means prepping more starter, getting my containers ready for the doughs. That means prepping, you know, my invoice, all the bags that have tags with description of the products and ingredients and all of that. So yeah, it's a lot of work. And then I go to bed very early because I get up at 3 in the morning again. So I have to go to bed early. I do a classic white loaf, which is just bread flour. I do a whole wheat with seeds. So it's a mix of bread flour and whole wheat flour with seeds that I like. I do a sandwich loaf that has spelt flour and oats on the outside. I do a dark rye loaf with honey and caraway seeds. I do a double chocolate loaf. I do baguettes, French baguettes. Why French? They're very specific in France about the baguettes. You have to have a certain weight. So that's why I call them French, because I respect the tradition. Favorite. French baguettes are my favorite. I bake some focaccia with different toppings. I bake some sourdough croissant. I bake some sweet rolls, and all the doughs I prep are sourdough, and that's my specialty. I don't have much free time, but when I do, I'm always doing something inside my home, inside my house, taking care of, cleaning up. There's always some cleaning to do. I cook a lot. I try to do batch cooking, so I cook a bunch of stuff the same day. So I always have food on hand, homemade food on hand. I take care of myself. I respect myself, and I treat myself as much as I can with so much love. I sleep well. I have rituals to get a good night of sleep. I go for walks every day with my dog most of the time. We go to the park in Pleasant View or different trails, but I like to take him out every day. I need to be outside in nature at least 30 minutes a day. What do I do? I listen to music very loud. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube not about baking, about other things that interest me. Voilà, that's about it. Actually, people love the fact that I'm French, and just because I'm French, they want to hear about my story. They're like curious to see what I can do and what's my culture and what I have to offer and what I can, show them that is French culture, habits, lifestyle. I felt like I was welcomed. I come from the south of France. I was born and raised I was born in Perpignan and raised in Canet-en-Roussillon by the Mediterranean Sea and the Spanish border, very south of France. What brought me to the US? Well, in 2012, I lost my job. And then after that, my dad came to me saying he wanted to divorce my mom. And my mom wasn't very happy about this. She didn't want to stay around because she was afraid to be judged. So we decided to come to the US as tourists at my cousin's in Chandler, Arizona. We had a little business that gave me a visa to start with. And then I got married and got a green card, so I didn't have to worry about running a crazy business, and it was just too much at the end. So we sold the business, and then from one job to another, I started baking sourdough, and then I never stopped. I did start giving classes. I gave my first class last night at H.G. Hill in Pleasant View, which is where I sell my goods. We had 18 people attending, and I showed them all the steps, and they seem to be very excited about this and to have enjoyed themselves. So yeah, that went pretty well for a first. I'm very happy. And I'm hoping to host a new one very soon. To make a good, perfect loaf, the first is to make sure that you have a very active starter. I feed my starter many times a week, so this thing is always going crazy, so I don't have to worry much about this, but you need to make sure you mix your dough properly. You need to make sure you don't forget the salt. You need to make sure you fold the dough. You need to make sure you shape it properly. Yeah, it's like a little baby from start to end of the process. Long process, but every step is important. What drives me to do this, to get up every day at 3 in the morning, is to feed the people homemade foods. I personally almost never buy processed foods, and I make all the food that I eat. So it's feeding the people with something that has been prepped with love, intention, and care, and knowledge of how things work and what's best for you, and that's it. Feed the people with love.